Nick from HiFi Collective here. It's been a while since we made a cable and showed you how to make it. So here we are. We are building, well, I built half of it. This is the Neotech NES 3004G. So the NES 3004 is one of the most popular speaker cables for Neotech. You can't see the ends here, but you'll see it later. But basically there's 8 conductors, 4 black, 4 red, and they all come together here into the Fireboard. So this is actually for a customer of ours. We do on the odd occasion build cables when we've got time. This one, NES 3004G, this is the cable. Now please note, there is a directional arrow here. So the arrow is pointing, this will be the amp end, and it's pointing towards the speaker end. Obviously, the crystals of these aren't aligned until it starts conducting, so that all happens once you're playing tunes. So the things you need for this are the cable. There's no soldering involved in building this speaker kit. So these are the Via Blue 40113. We will be cutting the black bit off at the when we use these. So to make a pair, you need 8 of those. We have these are the spades from Viborg, 2 packs per speaker pair. The VS702S. Now inside here you will get the Allen key for fixing these onto the cable. And we are using 2 sizes of our heat shrink. This is a 6.4, so you'd need a meter of each. There, red and blue. And then this is the 12.7 here. So there's going to be various kind of measurements we're going to provide to you. I'm going to provide a list at the end so you don't have to kind of remember as you're going along. So that's all the parts done. Let's go through the tools. Let's take this off. This is what the cable looks like. Pretty awesome, right? Look, pretty strong. Pop that over there. So tools for the job. First one, cup of coffee, espresso. We buy Wogan's coffee here and it's delicious. So there's your coffee. Crimping pliers. We do sell these. These are pretty cool. So you basically feed your wire through there and pressed. Wire strippers. These are RS, pretty old those. Scissors for cutting up your heat shrink. Pliers. These are the ones I could find. You don't really need the bendy bit. It's not important. Just pliers would be fine. And then cutters there. Stanley knife there, and heat gun. This is my dad's. Probably about 20 years old. He lent it to me. I need to give him it back. Right, so let's get the cable. So here we got the cable. We're going to strip the ends. So I go 10 centimeters. That's there. Stanley out. And then what I do, try and keep everything flat, and I just roll the cable. Don't go too deep because you do not want to cut any of the inductors inside. Just a light mark. Try and make it like a nice circle so it joins at the other end, which I have kind of done. So there. So you've got there. So what I do, I kind of open up a bit like that, slightly press the blade in to expose the innards, and then work it round. So, like so. I'm only going to show you how to do one end. You don't need to know how to do, because both ends are the same. It's just boring if you watch the same thing twice. So then give it a rotation. You should be able to pull it off. And in doing so, you take off the paper as well. Inside here you have this former white floppy thing. There's nothing, there's no conductor in there, just cut it short. Splay it out, cut it short. Right, next thing to do is pre-cut 4 centimeters long of the heat shrink 12.7mm black. So I'm gonna pop that over the top. Slide it down. It's a tight fit, but you can do it. Slide it a bit quite far down because later we're going to be covering these. You do not want to heat that because that will shrink. You won't be able to move it back up because that needs to cover all the gubbins going on here. Now with the strippers, so you see that there, so that's 2 centimeters there to there. So I'll do one at a time. Go with the red, pop it in there so it hits that stopper, strip, 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 strip. Cool, so you gather them together, the reds, as best you can. And then try and keep their form to the end. You will be covering this up in a bit. So you've got all the 4 wires there. Now bear in mind, this isn't a lit cable. There's no need to strip them. There's no need for soldering. That'll do. Just twist it nice and evenly. Sometimes it's good to wet your fingers a little because you don't want any stray bits going on. So take the cable end sleeve here, that end goes over the top. So just very carefully pop it over. And then push it down as much as you can. Hold it. Now you want to cut there, cut it off. Bing! Then get that round shape back again. You can see the cables poking through slightly. And then with these magic boys over the top, down to the end first. And then work your way up. There. Twist it around a bit. Double whammied it. There, so that's looking good. Do the same to the other side. Cool, get them all together. They're going to be slightly different lengths by a few mil, but not to worry because this is quite long. So give it a twist. Push down, whoop. Cut that end bit off, get the circle back, if you're wondering about my t-shirt, so my daughter works in film, and I think this was the Beetlejuice production t-shirt, and they all have code names, which I think is blue something. What is it, Johnny?
Blue Hawaii.
Blue Hawaii is the code name for that film, so nobody knows what they're making. Oops, you do now. Hopefully I won't get in trouble for that, will I? I don't know. So that's all set. Let me just go around again. Can't remember if I... So next job is using the 6.4. Now it's about, you can measure it. Just do this. It's going to go to about there. Go over, because you'll see why in a minute. This is going to cover all of the exposed. Okay, we'll try and keep it regular as you feed it through. So I can see that I need to cut off a little bit. So put it back up, cut a little bit off. Sharp scissors are always good. Push it back down again. A bit more. Cool, so you're basically at the bottom there where the bottom of the cabling sleeve is. Do the same for the black. Put that through. That's it, push it around. Well, I did that well. Spot on for that one. So we are going to use heat gun on this. Right, I think the thing with this gun is it always, when you use it, it just throws out sparkles. And I don't know where they come from. I think it's probably, it's deteriorated inside. So blow them off. Right, let's talk spades from Viborg. Viborg, very popular make. They do connectors and all sorts. And stuff is well made. It does come from China. That's not an issue. No. Oh. I make the boxes really well. So you have the 4 spades there, you have an Allen key there, you also get these bits of heat shrink. We're not using these really, don't need them. You can do, it's up to you, I'm not. And then we're going to fit these. There's no markings, so it doesn't really matter. So what you do, you open up, take the grub screw so the hole is exposed, can you see? Yeah, so the hole's clear. Do the other one. The hole is clear, yes. Pop it over, push it all the way in. What I do, I just do the one nearest the spade first. I don't know why. Don't do it really tight, just so it's in place. And you do the other one, not really tight, just so it's in place. And do the other. Like that, push in. Same again, that one. Cool, so that's reasonably tight, so now I'm going to get it really tight. So I'm doing it that way, got more leverage. And I just hold it tight. The thread on these are really, really good. So fits great and you don't get any slippage or anything. Do the other one. Right, they're ready, but I'm just going to clean this up by slipping this over. You want about 2 centimeters, it's about that much, just to cover all this so it looks neat. So push it over slowly, slowly. That's it. You can feel where it gets to. A bit more. Right, and then just keep that. That's done. So I'm going to do the other end. You don't need to see me do that because it's exactly the same process as that. The thing that I didn't mention earlier was you need a multimeter. You don't need one really because you've got all the reds one end, all the reds, that's going to be continuous, but just to do the check. But we'll use that in a minute. So I'm going to go off and fix the other side and I'll come back. Right, sorted, we finished. This cable is great. It sounds good. It's easy to build and it's a good one for your first time build. Absolutely, for sure. We have sold hundreds and hundreds of meters of this cable. Right, so we're just going to do a continuity check. We're multimeter here, cables together, it's on resistance setting. Yeah, there you go, it's kind of low. So just pop one on the red, pop one on there, so 0, and then black, no connection, and then black, a connection, red, red, connection, red, black, no connection, black, black, connection, sorted. So this is going to go off. And the customer needs to play it for 100 odd hours so it can settle down. But, I think he's going to be happy. Don't you? Just before I sign off, I want to say a big thank you for watching our videos. Like and subscribe and follow us on all the social network platforms. See you later.